he acts like someone who doesn't care about our democracy. He acts like someone who wants to be a dictator.
This is a president who's really pushing to really unify power in the executive branch and really go at the kind of checks and balances that have grounded American democracy for a long time. So although it kind of feels like a stale a presidential race that might feature Biden versus Trump again, I think that's a mistake. This is a different Donald Trump. This is a radicalized Donald Trump.
A second Trump term takes us on the path to chaos, breakdown of authority, weakening of the presidency, and predation by America's foreign enemies.
We are really at a real cross section of whether we're going to be for democracy or an autocracy or a dictatorship.
His very first priority is going to be to bust up the legal system of the United States, because if he doesn't, he probably goes to prison.
I don't even want to imagine a situation where he has won. I think we have to do everything we can to stop him in terms of, again, the kinds of things we've been talking about, working in a very nonpartisan fashion. But I also, Rachel, think about it from the perspective of my kids. You know, I grew up in a country where I didn't have to wonder if we were going to have a peaceful transfer of power in the United States. And all of a sudden it occurred to me, my God, maybe they won't be able to say the same thing. And that is why it's so fundamentally important that we ensure Democrats, independents, Republicans, that we work together, we vote together, we make clear that Donald Trump is not an acceptable alternative. He is not the lesser of two evils. He is a completely unfit man for office. He's already shown us what he would do, and he can never be near the Oval Office again.
It seems crazy to ask this and even crazier to fathom it, but do you believe if Donald Trump were elected next year that he would try to stay in office beyond a second term? That he would never leave office?
There's no question.
You think he would try to stay in power forever?
Absolutely. I mean, he's already done it once.
People need to begin to think seriously, how do we stop this? How do we prevent him from winning? How do we communicate the danger to the American people?
We're going to be successful at making sure that he is not elected president again.
It is just unquestionable at this point that man cannot see public office again. He is not only unfit, he is destructive to our democracy, and he has to be eliminated.
These are some brain sick people. You wonder now if we've reached a point where there are no more quiet parts. They're just saying it all. We've tried everything. Now, I mean, we've got to eliminate him. And how about the funny bit, too? The talking head asking Liz Cheney about, do you think he'll stay in power forever? He's already done it once. So he's going to stay in power forever twice? How does that work?